What's good, Vikes Nation? It's time to fire up that purple pride, because the Minnesota Vikings just dropped a bombshell roster move right before their annual night practice. We're talking about a veteran tight end signing that's got the fan base buzzing and some serious implications for our roster. Buckle up, because we're diving deep into the latest Vikings news that's shaking up the tight end room. You heard it right, Nick Vannett, a seasoned NFL vet, is now a Viking, and offensive tackle Marcellus Johnson has been waived to make room. This move is massive, especially with injuries piling up and rookies fighting for spots. So, what does this mean for our beloved Vikings as we head into the 2025 season? Let's break it down, scene by scene, with all the passion of a U.S. Bank Stadium roar. Stick with me for 15 electrifying segments as we unpack why this signing could be a game-changer, how it impacts our rookies, and what's next for the purple and gold. Drop a comment below. Are you hyped for this move? Or are you worried about our depth? Let's get into it. SKOL style. SKOL Vikings fans. The Minnesota Vikings are making waves again. And this time it's all about bolstering that tight end position with a veteran who's seen it all. Nick Vannett, a 10th-year pro, just signed with the team. And let me tell you, this guy's resume is stacked. Drafted by the Seahawks in 2016, he's played for 7 teams, racking up 108 catches, 1,012 yards, and 9 touchdowns in 111 games. This move comes hot on the heels of the Vikings' annual night practice, a fan-favorite event that's always packed with energy. Vannett's signing isn't just a random addition. It's a strategic play to add depth to a tight end room that's been hit hard by injuries. With T.J. Hockenson nursing a groin issue and rookie Gavin Bartholomew stuck on the PUP list, the Vikings needed a reliable veteran, and Vannett fits the bill. So why should we care? Because Vannett's versatility as a blocker and pass catcher could be a lifeline for our offense, especially in the preseason. What do you think, Vikes Nation? Is Vannett the missing piece we need? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let's keep this purple energy going. Let's talk about Nick Vannett, the man of the hour. This guy's been nicknamed Baby Gronk for a reason. Back in 2018 with the Seahawks, he had his best season, hauling in 29 catches for 269 yards and 3 touchdowns. Last year with the Titans, he matched that touchdown total with 17 receptions for 135 yards in all 17 games. That's the kind of production that makes you sit up and take notice. Vannett's no stranger to the NFL grind, having started 53 of his 111 career games across teams like the Steelers, Broncos, Saints, Giants, Chargers, and Titans. He's a journeyman who brings a wealth of experience to our young tight end group. With T.J. Hockenson and Josh Oliver as our top dogs, Vannett's role could be to mentor the rooks while eating up snaps in the preseason to keep our stars fresh. But here's the question. Can Vannett secure a spot on the final 53-man roster? With his versatility and proven track record, he's got a real shot. What's your take, Vikings fans? Is Vannett a lock for the roster, or does he have to prove himself in camp? Hit the comments and let's debate. Now, let's zoom in on why the signing happened when it did. The Vikings didn't just wake up and decide to sign Vannett for fun. Our tight end room is dealing with some serious injury concerns. T.J. Hockenson, our superstar T1, got banged up at Saturday's practice, seen favoring his groin. It's not believed to be major, but any time with Hockenson is time we can't afford to lose. Then there's rookie Gavin Bartholomew, our 6th-round pick from Pittsburgh, who's been sidelined all offseason with a nagging back injury. He's still on the physically unable to perform PUP list, and whispers around camp suggest he's nowhere near ready to return. That's a red flag for a rookie trying to make an impression in a crowded position group. Vannett's signing is a clear signal that the Vikings are preparing for all scenarios. Whether it's giving Hockenson time to heal or covering for Bartholomew's absence, this move screams depth and flexibility. So, Vikes Nation, are we panicking about these injuries yet? Or is Vannett's addition enough to keep us calm? Let me know below. Let's rewind a bit. Vannett isn't the first tight end we've added this offseason. Right before mandatory minicamp, the Vikings brought in Giovanni Ricci to shore up the position. Ricci, another veteran, was signed while Bartholomew was already dealing with his back injury. That's 2 tight end additions in just a few weeks, and it's raising some eyebrows among fans. Ricci's been quiet since joining, with no stats from last season due to limited playtime with the Panthers. His role seems to be more about competition and depth, but with Vannett now in the mix, the tight end room is getting crowded. Behind Hawkinson and Josh Oliver, we've got Ricci, Bartholomew, and undrafted free agents Ben Urosek and Bryson Nesbitt all vying for spots. This brings us to a big question. Who's making the final roster? With Vannett's experience and Bartholomew's injury concerns, the rookie might be on the outside looking in. What do you think, SKOL fans? Is Ricci or Vannett the better bet for T3? Drop your predictions in the comments. Alright, let's get into the nitty-gritty of what Vannett brings to the table. This guy's not just a pass catcher, he's a blocking beast who can open lanes for Aaron Jones and our run game. His time with the Titans showed he can handle both roles, often lining up as a blocker but still making plays when targeted. That's the kind of versatility Kevin O'Connell loves in his offense. Vannett's 10 starts last season with Tennessee prove he's not just a bench warmer. He's been a reliable number 2 or number 3 tight end throughout his career, and at 32, he's got plenty of gas left in the tank. For a Vikings team looking to protect J.J. McCarthy and maximize offensive flexibility, Vannett could be a sneaky good addition. But here's the kicker. Will he mesh with our system? O'Connell's offense loves tight ends who can do it all, and Vannett's track record suggests he can. What's your vibe, Vikes Nation? Can Vannett be the unsung hero of our offense? Let's hear it in the comments. Now, let's talk about the guy who got waived to make room for Vannett, offensive tackle Marcellus Johnson. It's tough to see anyone go, but this move shows the Vikings are prioritizing immediate needs at tight end over depth on the O-line. Johnson, who bounced between the Vikings and Giants last year, was a practice squad player with limited upside. This roster swap isn't just about Vannett, it's about sending a message. The Vikings are in win-now mode, and they're not afraid to make tough cuts to get the right pieces in place. With Christian Darrisaw and Brian O'Neill anchoring the tackles, Johnson was likely a long shot to make the final roster anyway. Still, it stings to lose depth, especially on the offensive line. What do you think, fans? Did we make the right call letting Johnson go, or should we have kept him for O-line insurance? Drop your thoughts below and let's keep the conversation rolling. Let's pivot to Gavin Bartholomew, our rookie tight end who's got fans worried. Drafted in the 6th round out of Pittsburgh, Bartholomew was supposed to be a developmental gem with big potential. But that back injury has kept him off the field all offseason, and now he's stuck on the PUP list with no clear timeline for return. This is a tough break for a rookie trying to prove himself in a deep position group. With Vannett and Ricci added in quick succession, Bartholomew's roster spot is looking shakier by the day. If his injury lingers, he could be headed for injured reserve or even a practice squad stint, which would be a major setback. Vikes Nation, let's get real. Is Bartholomew's injury a sign of bigger problems, or do you think he can bounce back and make an impact? Hit the comments with your takes, and let's show some love for our rookie. Now, let's zoom out and look at the big picture for our tight end room. TJ Hawkinson is the undisputed star, with Josh Oliver as a rock-solid T2 who's a beast in the run game. But beyond those two, it's a battle royale for the T3 spot. Vannett, Ricci, Bartholomew, Urosek, and Nesbitt are all in the mix, and only a few will survive the cut. Vannett's experience gives him an edge, especially with his ability to contribute in both the passing and run games. Ricci, on the other hand, is more of a wild card with limited recent production but enough upside to compete. Urosek and Nesbitt, our undrafted free agents, have been turning heads in camp, but they're still raw. So who's got the inside track? With Bartholomew sidelined, Vannett might be the favorite, but don't sleep on Urosek. What's your prediction, SKOL fans? Who's making the final 53 at tight end? Drop your roster projections in the comments. Let's talk about the timing of this move. It's no coincidence it's happening right before the night practice. The Vikings love making splashy announcements to hype up the fanbase, and signing Vannett is a perfect way to get us pumped for the 2025 season. This annual practice is a showcase for our team, and having a new veteran in the mix only adds to the excitement. But there's more to it than just hype. With Hawkinson potentially missing practice time and Bartholomew out, the Vikings need bodies at tight end to keep the offense humming. Vannett's signing ensures we don't miss a beat, especially in the preseason when starters like Hawkinson might sit out. What's the vibe at night practice going to be like with Vannett on the field? Will he make an instant impact, or is he just a depth piece for now? Let me know what you're expecting in the comments, Vikes Nation. Alright, let's get strategic. Kevin O'Connell's offense thrives on versatility, and Vannett fits that mold perfectly. Whether it's lining up in line to block for Aaron Jones or slipping out for a quick pass from J.J. McCarthy, Vannett's skill set gives our play caller more options. That's huge for a team looking to compete in the stacked NFC North. Think about it, with Hawkinson as the primary receiving threat and Oliver as the blocking specialist, Vannett could be the glue that holds the position group together. His ability to do both means we can keep defenses guessing, whether we're running or passing. Plus, his veteran presence could be a mentor for McCarthy as he adjusts to the NFL. What do you think, fans? Is Vannett the secret weapon O'Connell needed to unlock our offense? Or are we still missing a piece at tight end? Hit the comments and let's break it down. Let's not forget about the preseason implications. With the first preseason game just days away, Vannett's signing gives us a veteran who can eat up snaps and keep our starters fresh. Nobody wants to see Hawkinson or Oliver risking injury in meaningless games, so Vannett's role as a preseason workhorse could be huge. He's also got a chance to prove he belongs on the final roster. A strong showing in the preseason, whether it's a key block or a clutch catch, could lock him in as T3. But if he struggles, undrafted rookies like Jurosek or Nesbitt could steal his spot. Vikes Nation, what's your prediction for Vannett in the preseason? Will he dominate and secure his spot, or is the competition too tough? Drop your thoughts below and let's get hyped for some football. Now let's address the elephant in the room. Injuries. Hawkinson's groin issue, while not considered serious, is still a concern for a team that relies on him as a focal point of the passing game. If he misses significant time, our offense could take a hit, especially with J.J. McCarthy still finding his footing as a rookie QB. Then there's Bartholomew, whose back injury is starting to feel like a bigger deal than we hoped. Missing all of camp so far is a brutal blow for a rookie, and with Vannett and Ricci now in the mix, his roster chances are dwindling. The Vikings clearly aren't taking any chances, and that's why depth moves like this are so critical. What's your take, SKOL fans? Are you worried about Hawkinson's health? Or is Vannett's addition enough to keep us steady? Let's hear your thoughts in the comments. Let's talk about the competition for that T3 spot. Vannett's got the experience, but don't count out Ben Jurosek, the undrafted free agent who's been turning heads in camp. Jurosek, out of Stanford, has the athleticism and hands to make a case, but he's raw compared to Vannett's proven track record. Bryson Nesbitt, another UDFA, is also in the mix but faces an uphill battle. Ricci, meanwhile, is a bit of a mystery. He didn't play much last year, and his role with the Vikings seems more about depth than star potential. With Bartholomew on the PUP list, the T3 battle is wide open, and training camp practices like tonight's night session will be critical. Who's got your vote for T3, Vikes Nation? Is it Vannett's veteran savvy, Jurosek's upside, or someone else entirely? Drop your pick in the comments and let's see who's got the best eye for talent. As we wrap up, let's look ahead to what this means for the 2025 season. The Vikings are building a roster to compete now, and Vannett's signing is a small but smart step toward that goal. With a tough NFC North featuring the Lions, Packers, and Bears, we need every edge we can get, and a deep tight end room could be a difference maker. Vannett's versatility gives O'Connell more play-calling flexibility, whether it's two tight end sets or using him as a decoy to free up Justin Jefferson. If he can stay healthy and contribute, he might just be the unsung hero of our offense. But if Bartholomew or the UDFAs step up, this could spark a roster battle for the ages. What's your bold prediction for the Vikings tight end group this season? Will Vannett be a key contributor, or will a rookie steal the show? Hit the comments and let's get the SKOL chant going. Alright, Vikes Nation, we've broken down every angle of this massive Vikings news. From Nick Vannett's veteran savvy to Gavin Bartholomew's injury woes, this roster move has us buzzing with excitement and a little bit of worry. The 2025 season is shaping up to be a wild ride, and we're just getting started. Before you go, let's keep this purple pride alive. Smash that like button if you're hyped for Vannett's addition, Drop a comment with your thoughts on the tight end room, and subscribe to the channel for all the latest Vikings updates. Share this video with your fellow SKOL fans, because we're stronger together. SKOL Vikings. Let's make some noise in the comments and show the NFL why Minnesota is the team to beat in 2025. Until next time, keep the horns up and let's roll.